So an example on while loops. Let's say I wanted to count down from some number that I dream of. I wanted to count down from that number. This number must be positive, from that number to 0. Okay, and we don't know what that number is, so that means we can't hard code the number. By hard coding we mean we can't specify the number while we program, so we need to get that number when the program starts running. Okay, so we can declare that int max number, I'm just naming it, max number is equal to 0 for now. Okay, and then we can say wow. Well, before we actually say wow, we need to enter this number. Scanf let's say %d. Okay, and we can say that's not capital, max number, like that. We forgot the ampersand here, and always remember to close it like that, max number. And well, we need to tell the user something, so we can, let's use some puts here. So we can say enter a number to count down from. Okay, so that's the number, that's the max number that this person will use. Now we use some while loops. Okay, so we know that we're going to repeat something from that number. Let's say that number which I've entered is 5, and I want it to count down to 0. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's some task which I am repeating. So in order to do that, we can utilize something like while loop. So we write the while. Remember, you must close it. So what's the condition? We have a maximum number. So this maximum number must be greater than 0. Okay, so this maximum number must be greater than 0. Okay, because we want to count down to 0, so it must be greater than 0. And then what should we do to this number? Because if we leave it as it is right now, whenever the user enters some number which is greater than 0, this program will just terminate. Okay, well, this program will forever run, so on and on and on, and it will never end. So we must subtract some number from maximum number. Another way in which you can subtract, you just say max minus minus, like that, which is the same, get me right, which is the same as max number is equal to max number plus or minus 1. Okay, if you watch the previous video, we said something like x plus 1. Would have said something like x plus plus, and that would have meant x is equal to x plus 1. Okay, so that's another way of writing this max number. The way the program is right now, we will not see anything because we haven't told it to print anything. Okay, like if I run it right now, it just say enter a number to count down from, and I can say 10 or 19, and I press enter. It won't print anything out. Okay, so how do we make it print? So we have to print something in the while loop so that we can see the progress. Okay, remember, it doesn't think. You have to tell it everything that it must do. Okay, this program, I mean. So in order to do that, we can say print f, and What are we printing? We're printing max number. What type of variable is it? It's an integer. So max number, like that. Okay, you can even make it fancy like that and put some new line so that every value is on a new line. Now let's try to run it. Okay, it says enter a number to count down from. I can say 10 and says 10, 9, 8, 7 up to 1. Okay, it reaches 1 because it said max number is greater than 0. That's not inclusive of 0. Okay, if we say is equal to, and if we run it 10, then it's going to include the 0. Okay, so you can input any number that you want, even 100, and it's going to print these numbers up to from 100 up to 0. So this is just an example on how you can use while loops or looping statements to perform a couple of tasks that repeat themselves. Okay, so see you in the next lesson.